Apart from this Patala Kataronya, Arogya Vardhini, any other like commonly available medicines that can be probably used, because I mean people are from different parts of the world. What are the other medicine options?
For Nityame Virechit, one is what I said, the Purilax, that's the one thing. If you don't have that one, then you have Haritaki Churna, you can use it. If it is not there, then you have a choice of Clear Out tablet. You have a choice of Myrolax, and you have a choice of even Avipattikara Churna to some extent in a large doses. And you can even go ahead with what do you call them, Max Lax DS. There are plenty of such preparations available. And from the classical angle, we have Jalodharari Ras for our disposal. Jalodharari Ras is also there, which also will be used for the Nityame Virechiyat. And Icha Vedi Rasa is there, that can also be used. But care should be taken while giving all these things. Patient should be kept under strict monitoring. So these are for the Virechana purposes. Then for the stimulation of the liver to and liver cells to get into normalcy, that is one Arogya Vardhini, what is there. Then we have Yakrat Plihari Loha. Then we have Lokanatha Rasa, which I use, I am just telling about. And then Pittarechaka Kvata, then Livact capsules, and of course, even sometimes I use Vasulax. So it depends. Wherever I feel if the patient is emaciated and has lost quite a good quantity of dhatus, then I go with, along with this, I will also go with, once almost normalcy has achieved and even Agni is quite good, then I'll add Shatavariyadikrita or Sukumara Grita to these patients. So Shatavariyadikrita and Sukumara Grita is also quite good in improving the bulk of the body and brings about the sufficient snigdhata which is required, which is lost in the process of Nityama Virechana, as even as from the disease. Due to the disease, he might have lost the sufficient snigdhata, which can also be brought back by using Shatavari Adigrita as well as even Sukumara Grita. So this is what usually I go.
Chatavarya, Sukumara Grita, I would imagine it will come at a later stage after the initial set of treatment is over and patient is well settled.
Yes, definitely. It is once the patient is in very much control of the condition, and almost the things are settled down, and the LFT is back almost in the normalcy or nearing to the normal range. Then I'll introduce that. And when there's a loss, when I feel you can see in that patient. So in this patient also I given in the beginning I didn't give it to him, but once he has lost all protruded belly and he has lost all the free fluid and he has become lean and thin, then I started with this fellow also, and now he is coping up with that.
What about like Liv 52 or Livomin tablet and syrup, or even the Bhumi Amalaki tablet, Nirosil, all those things, can those be also used?
Yeah, Nirosil and Bhumiamlaki tablets are such of things usually I use only where there is a viral hepatitis. Such conditions I usually use them. Otherwise, usually I go with these type of things in case of ascites and cirrhosis type of cases. We can even go for Liv52 DS to some extent, and even I do use many a times in some patients because Pittarejak Vata is very bitter in nature. So in order to make it a little bit palatable, I add with either Livomin syrup or even Vargolive syrup or something like that, or Liv22 syrup as a syrupy based material, adding into this Kvata Kashaya, and it is given so to make it little bit palatable, because that's palatability is a big issue in these conditions. But by the time they reach to me, many a times they are ready to take whatever the medicines we give, because they know that by the time the disease has been very clearly understood to them. So that's the reason, and they'll just simply follow the instructions.
What are the 3 or 4 herbs that the practitioner should be looking into the label? Like this should have these set of herbs to be suited for treatment of
One
such
important herb is
diseases.
Katiki, that has to be. Then comes the Kakamachi. Then comes Bhumi Amlaki. Then Khalamega, Guduchi. These are the variant Pipali. These are very important drugs we should keep in mind.